What's going on, guys? YouTube. YouTube. My kid made everything all nice and messy here. Beautiful. We're lagging. Make it big. That baby. I got a glare. Not ideal. Not ideal. Let me, oh, you know. Let's see. How do I do this? It's been so long. I feel like I haven't been on months. Probably haven't. Who knows the last time I've been on? I can tell you right now. August 21st. It's been a month. My bad. It's been meh. Not terrible. Not great. Not too much to report on ever since that dump. So. Here, where are my AirPods at? Right in front of me. I thought I lost my wallet the other day. I was literally sitting on it in my truck. So I got out. I was like, fuck, I can't find it. I get back after eating lunch with my buddy, and it was right there, right under my ass. I'm shot. Let's share this with the peeps. All right. Let's give it a minute. A minuto. Solo poquito minutos. OBS can stay. You can stay. You can stay. Man, that sun is coming in just right. All right. Let's see. We got anybody in here? I don't think so. That is so hot. I got a headache. Let me grab some Advil. Give me a water cup. Give me some water. All right, let's ride. Let's fucking ride. What are you guys thinking here? What's the skinny? Bull market just getting started? Bear market in. What are we thinking? All right, that'll be good. And then about 15. We'll be locked and loaded. All right. All right. I don't know, guys. We got some interesting divergences coming in, and we have for a while, right? We've had some bearish divergences coming in for a while. It looks like we're losing steam. If you're a formation person, something like this, but that only goes so far, right? Weekly low SFP. Right, everyone says that dump was crazy. This SFP has this target. It played out. I mean, obviously, and some into our daily order block that we were looking at. And I missed this move. I was waiting for it. If you're in the community, you would know every now and again I bring it up like I thought it was coming. And it happened, but I was fishing when it happened, so I completely missed it. That was a tough day. That was a lot of FOMO that day. Little depression because that would have made me a lot of money. That would have because I had an entry and I went back, I looked at it, I played it forward without like looking at it when I got home, and I was like, oh, there's my entry. It was right there. It would have been it would have been a lot. It would have changed a lot of things for me. But can't win them all, and it seems like that's just the trend lately for Brian. So we're gonna move on. Weekly S&P played out and some, bought back up good. This makes a lot of sense, right? Like a big wick, and then we come back and grab a lot of the extra or late longers, I should say, right? All these late longers got stopped out, and maybe we're finding some support here. Same thing here, guys, right? It's the 4-day. It's a little more clear as I drop down in these time frames, right? Boom, 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 boom. Is this a Model 1? And this is just the beginning? I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Let me, that's weird. I just got unmuted. Okay. Right. So it played out. And yes, if you drop down to like the hourly, the 4-hour, whatever have you, this is a big move, right? Big move. This one candle was 13%. And now we're just kind of playing around, right? We're just kind of waiting. Oops. There it is. We're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. I mean, I wanted this to happen. I wanted it to come down before potentially coming up, just because that's what it typically does. And that's what it did. What I don't love, for me right now is we're still in this big ass range here, and it's still a lot of chop, right? Even if you're not looking at this big range, like this is a range we're in here. And in order for me to feel comfortable, not just getting like a good decent scalp here or there, but potentially swinging, like I want to come up into here, or I want to take this guy again. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, right? Because our next move up may just be up. I don't know. So if anybody knows, let me know. You tell me. If you know, you tell me. I'd love to know. I mean, just continuing to look at it, guys, like this is just the bounce zone. It was the bounce zone. We came in and we bounced. Let's drop back up. Let's go back up to let's do the 3-day. Let's do the 2-day. Right? SFP, SFP, SFP. Change a character to the SFP. Like it just tells me that this is extra likely to play out. It did. But now we have another SFP for the downside, targeting the high, right? This whole SFP thing here eventually says that this high, or at least somewhere up here, would be the move. If we can hit this 786 here, and this 2-day order block right here somewhere come up, boom, I would love that. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out yet, though. It hasn't played out enough for me to truly give you guys and myself like a confident answer. Um, so let's. I'm going to do a quick down, and then I'll go back up to the daily and work our way down, so I can at least have an idea of a consensus, and I can try and break it down and explain it to you. Is that mitigated? It's not mitigated on the buy bit. Is it mitigated on this? It's not. Cool. So next stop right here, maybe. Potentially. If we do come down, I'm going to be looking for an SFP of this guy dropping to this zone. That'd be fucking sweet. Let's change this to daily demand. Easy. Easy. This will be the next spot. Let's lock that up. Let's get rid of this. Just extra noise. Let me put on my other screen some lower time frames so I can watch something here. In case we miss anything, let me just drop down quick, guys, and then I'll come back up, like I said. So I'm looking at the oscillator because I don't, my zone is up here, and my zone is going to be down here more on these higher time frames till we get lower. Then I can start boxing some stuff out. 6 hour, we have nice curvature to the upside, but I mean, more importantly, we have bearish divergence here, and then we have curvature to the downside still. We have hidden bearish divergence here. Okay. Jesus. I'm losing it. Okay. Hidden divergence, meaning we're putting in lower highs on the candlesticks and a higher high on the momentum waves here on the oscillator. Just a potential oscillator reset. But like I said, I've said it before, all this stuff has to happen eventually, right? So until it really, really paints a really clean picture for me, I'm going to have a hard time listening to this unless these lower time frames are screaming. This would have been a good play, right? Nice little trigger wave, money flows coming out, golden pocket of the pull. I mean, I probably would have enjoyed this pull better if I get rid of that guy. We're in it more. It just all lines up better. But you can always get what you want, right? And the reason I have this pulled down here is because this is the guy here. This is the guy. 5-day money flow is coming. 5-day, Jesus. The 5-hour money flow is coming up. We still have that curvature down. We still have that hidden bearish, but the money flow is coming up. So I don't know. I've been watching a lot of alts because they've been playing my game a little cleaner than Bitcoin has. So let's just see if Bitcoin's going to agree here. The 4-hour, 3-hour money flows in the green. But what I'm looking at here is we have that bearish divergence right here. Right? Boom. Boom. It played out, right? But we have an SFP, it looks like. Yeah. Easy killer. We got the same stuff here, right? Hidden bearish again right here, even on the more local, right? Local look here. Bearish divergence, high, lower high, high, higher high, hidden bearish divergence into our Fibonacci pull. There's going to be some sort of lower time frame order blocker demand here, I guarantee it. Marley's looking pretty healthy, but we're starting potentially putting in bearish divergence here. I wouldn't be surprised if as we go down, it just starts looking worse and worse. Here's your order block. Here's your order block. It's a 45-minute. I don't think that's a 30. There's a 30 here as well. Let's drop this down to there because it's just so negligible. We're going to make it all one. 24-minute, same thing. There's a 24-minute. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to reject here, guys, right? Bearish divergence. This is really bearish, divergence-wise, with this big wick and this rollover here. I don't care about the money flow right now on that. Yeah, see? Look at this. Boom. I'm going to be looking for a short. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for a short here because it makes sense to come down further. And the reason why is although these are SFPs and these SFPs technically, speaking, the target is up here. Technically, right? Man, this is where time in the charts make a difference. Can that play out? Yes. But if you got done this SFP, hell of a grab. You better be taking profits up here somewhere because it doesn't have to do this. Let's see something here. Let's just pull from the high and then we'll pull from the low. Silly. As my daughter would say. Silly, silly, silly. Yeah, this would have been a hell of a long too. Right, nice little big old trigger wave here, right? Bottoming freaking structure on the oscillator. We don't take this low, we rotate back up. I bet you there's going to be a lower time frame change of character there too. Whether it's contradicting with a couple of give and takes, I don't know, but I don't know. This is TBD. Yeah, I don't know. See, we didn't break fully here, but like we failed to break, but we also took the low, right? So, I mean, structure bearish, yes and no. It's a gray area. We grabbed a lot of this liquidity. We came into this little Jimmy John down here. I think it looks like we did. Yep. All right. Boom. That little order block there. 2 hour. Hell of a zone. You see us tap into this, and you see us come back up. It's a good look. It's a real good look. How do you get in on this? Lower time frames, or you already have a limit here. If you have a limit. I mean, I personally would do that. Body candle close below that. Just on these big ones like this, sometimes it plays. And you're looking here, man. You're looking at a 12-1 that played out absolutely perfectly. This probably would have stopped me out anyways because once we got up here, I probably would have said, fuck that. I'm BE, break even. But even if I didn't, or if you didn't, the idea is right. That's why sometimes you gotta let yourself get stopped out. Can't be moving that stop loss too early. It was all hypothetical, by the way. I'm not doing anything here. But that would have been a good move. Let's go down 15. Yeah, bearish divergence from all the way back here. Money flow's coming out. The 12, the 10 agrees. The 6, the 5, 4, 3. All right, let's check out some Solana. What you looking at? See. All right, now look at the difference, right? Maybe not on the 4 hour, but this is what it's going to be on a lower time frame. And then we break, and now this is a potential retest for the continuation down. Look at Cardano. Easy killer. Yeah, here we go, right? I'll just make it nice waves. I'll ignore that one. SFP it, come for the high. We break, right? Oops, sorry, SFP, but it still counts. That still counts. Here we go. You go into a higher time frame. What's the 2 hour looking like? Ignore all this craziness. 4 hour? Yeah, I think the 4 hour would frickin' work, actually. No, it's not counting. Boom. Okay, so this is well. Here's the thing too, right? So if you're looking at it this way from the 4 hour, let's get rid of you. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Right, because you don't have two black handles here to make it another leg. Because this if there was two blacks here, it would count. You can count this. You can do your thing. I'm not. That's not my rules on the 4 hour. The 3 hour. Let's see. The 3 hour plays. Okay, the 3 hour plays. So we're gonna do the 3 hour, and we're gonna stick with it. And I'm not doing it again. And I want to do it quick because I think we're going to potentially have a trade here. Down, right? We break here. We come back down. We go up. We come back down. SFP this low. Rotate, take the high. Come back down. Right? I mean, in a nutshell, this is what we're looking at here. That's the zone. That's the zone. We're in it now. We broke bearish. We came down. We came up. And what did we come up into? I was hoping there was going to be an order block up here. Let's see. I'm talking about this guy here where we rejected. No, that's okay. I'll find it later. But we're in a rejection zone. Bottom line, we're in a rejection zone, and I'm trading on MEXC right now, and there's zero fees on Sol and Cardano, so I'm gonna peak there. The problem being where we are here, right? Big boom up, a little order block here. This is the rejection zone for the bounce. This is the bounce zone. So let's go up in time frame. Let's see what we got. Yeah. How does this look? No. Okay. If we can take this high again, that'd be freaking sweet. Because right, this is just a big old leg. Lower time frame money flow is decent on the 5. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, it's still decent. I would love to come up a little higher. Do we have any reasons to come up a little higher over here? Let's see something quick. Let's see something quick. I'm just gonna box this out like this. We can keep that, but I just want to look in there. And then we're gonna use the replay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. We have any reasons here? Do we have any? We have a reason here. We got a 5 minute here. All right, there's one. There's a reason. Beautiful. Bear show B. 5 minute. We'll keep it like that. I'm going to go up to the hourly. There shouldn't be an hourly. Yeah, there's not an hourly. I mean, this high too is going to hold liquidity. And then we got a 10 up here after this fair value gap. Okay. That's it, huh? Only two of them. If we were to stay within, so far at least. I don't need to see 1 minute. Like I just don't. Okay, so we got a 6 minute within the 10 minute. That's good. And we have another 6 minute above this 5. Let's just extend it. Could be a 7. There could be an 8. There could be a 9. I don't care about that though. Right? So they're probably within the same zones. That's all I care about. 4. Good. All right. Now let's get out of this. How are we looking? Hey, take that ace. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it doesn't. This is the zone here, though. This is the bounce zone. It looks like it wants to go down. I just would love for it to come up a little bit. I shorted this morning. I woke up, took a pee, saw this, took a partial here, and then got stopped out. So, which is nice. It's nice when you go to the when you wake up to go to the bathroom, right? Because you're going to go back to sleep. You're like, you know what? I need to take my profits here. So basically 2 to 1. Actually, it was probably, I actually took this trade here-ish. And I covered this high. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, we'll call it 2 to 1. It doesn't matter. This coffee is strong. My computer better fucking tighten up. Shit better hurry up. Yeah, see, this is the external leg on the higher time frame, and these are the internal ones. They're external on the 45, but on the higher time frames, it's right. They're legs within the legs. Bears divergence. Come on, what's Soul? Soul is looking a little extra money flow. Agreeing. I thought at least. Yeah, look at that. 45, 30. Ain't got nobody in here. That's fucking sad. All by myself. I don't wanna be. Yeah, this looks good. I just don't know if it's ready right now. I don't know if it's ready right now. Yeah, because so on. Harry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's ready right now or not. It looks like it wants to go. I just don't know if now is the time. Right? I think is it going right now, or are we going to come back up? I would love to SFP into this. Right? Come up. SFP into this. SFP this. Let's go back. It's tough to say. What's for breakfast? That's the question. Easy. Ooh, this can go. Right, this is mitigated, right? No, it didn't get tapped. Didn't get tapped. So like if you look at this, like sometimes I look at this stuff, right? This is going to be some sort of supply, right? On some time frame, we didn't touch it here, and we didn't touch it here, so it may just tap into this guy instead of coming all the way up. It's a possibility, right? It's a possibility. Yeah, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? Like, if you guys look back, excuse me, watch here. Let's just peek at this quick. We got this big old wick, right? Let's go find another one. A relative one. I mean, there's not many wicks like that. See, there's not many of them. This is a pretty big wick. Right, we come up and then we work our way right back down. And I didn't even know that. Like, trust me, I'm not really paying attention that much. Big wick, right? We recover, we come up, we continue down. Let's find one to the upside. Upside, right? Keep it going, keep it going. And then eventually we exhaust and we come back down. Look at this guy. Here's a relative one right here. Right? What happens after the wick, right? We come down a little bit, we go up, and then we eventually come back for it. And then we go back up, right? It's a big range. Boom, 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 boom. But right, we come back for it. That's my point. We come back for it. And we didn't shoot nothing crazy here, right? Like we made higher highs, yeah, but like we came back down for it. Came up, came back down. Um, and this guy, we don't come back for this guy. But this is was this COVID? No. What was this? What happened in 23? It's like COVID. That's doesn't look like the COVID guy. This looks like COVID to me. Is it? 23? No, it's not. April 20. When did COVID happen? That's the question. 2020, no? Way back here? Oh, yeah, no, this was the FTX shit right here. Yeah, see, we're gonna go. Let's break it. Let's come back up. Let's find a time frame that works. It doesn't have a bunch of bullshit, man. Pull up the exchange just in case that time comes. Holy crap. Let me take my vitamins, my vitamins. It looks like it wants to like rotate right back down, or at least to here. I would probably like at least to here. A 1 hour. Should be aware of it. But if this truly is a higher time frame change retest, then we should close below this, and we have like a five. Yeah, here it is. 5-minute order block all the way down here. I mean, Cardano's wick was absolutely fucking crazy, guys. And that's the wick I was talking about before that I missed because I was watching Cardano. Yeah, right. Like, it just doesn't line up perfectly, so I don't know how I would do this. You can do wicks. I wouldn't count this one. But I don't do formations because they're fucking stupid. Trend lines are valid, but formations are stupid. You don't need the technical targets if you can see the liquidity. Right? Trend line. Nice little curvature coming in on the 4 hour. This was still low, but right, like, right, we're starting to come up. You drop down like the 15. Where'd it go? There it is. Right, like overall, we get a change. Like we're starting to trend up here. Hidden bullish divergence, right? We're making lower lows, higher lows. Boom. And then this sort of, I don't even know how I would have. Let's see something here. POC. TP1. Probably TP2 that. But we're not there, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, see, come on. Pop up. Give us the, whoa. Give us that tap. 15's got a little falsy boy. Yeah, see, like, you see the 15's got, structurally speaking, there's some bullshit in here. But if you pull from the bottom up, this is it, right? You pull from here, this is the structure. We have a break, a false break, and then we continue up. So fuck the 15. What's the 24 looking like? 24 is looking pretty consistent to me now, right? From the bottom up. So when this breaks, and I'll be, if that breaks, if that is it. I mean, if we can get two black coming down and then a couple more whites coming up, then then I'll be looking to break this level, whatever it would be for this guy. However this guy plays. It's a little. This is tricky trading, man. This is tricky trade. If you go back here. Let's zoom out first. It's also kind of A lot of internal stuff on Cardano, but maybe that's right. Bearish divergence, rolling over. Nice little trigger wave here after we break. Money flow's coming out. It just, boom, like it just, oh, you fucker. But down here, right? Bullish divergence. Money flow is coming up. You drop down to a lower time frame. I want to show you the oscillator. Right? Money flow's coming up. Hourly, bullish divergence, money flow's coming up. Now it's time to drop down, right? And you get down, and you're like, oh, well, it's not perfect. Yeah, but like when you get here, right, in that 4 hour and 1 hour saying we could go up, and now you see the 15 minutes starting to curve up, a bullish divergence, local bullish divergence, drop down to that 5, right? We're choppy, 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 choppy. Let's mark where this is on the hourly. I would say this is a decent leg. Yeah, bullish divergence here on the 2 as well. What did we come down into? Boom, right here. I don't know if we go lower than this or not, though. But it looks decent. I don't know if we're going to come back for it, though. This is the problem. Let's go to the 30. Bullish divergence, but we're bearish, right? So we come up, you're expecting it to reject. Like, I don't know. Maybe not, but that's what I am. I would be. And I would be shorting the shit out of this too, right? So we break bullish here, boom, boom, boom. I want that retest, and we get it. And we get it. Right? And personally, I'm longing it right into this bitch. And then I'm looking for shorts. So we break bearish. Right? Break bearish here. This is just the last leg. This is what I would do. And then, zoom out a little bit so I can get a better picture. Yeah, because we're still bearish technically, so I'd be looking to bring it right back down. Even though I'm looking for it to potentially pop up, like this is just the bearish zone. So if you were to drop back down, there it is, thank you much. You know, I mean, right, what's the rule of thumb, guys? Your terms, right? You want to do your terms. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Let's go to the 3, see if it's less choppy. This would be it right here too, and it fucking played perfectly. Hang tight. Okay, so the 5 minutes still bearish. Now let's go back to the 5. Here it is. Okay. Remember, 2 minute we broke bearish. This is the pull. Say, let's just draw the 2 minutes so we have it there, so you can see what I'm talking about. SFP, SFP. I'm still not convinced. I'm not too truly convinced. That would go there. Boom, boom. This is probably, this break here would fuck me, but I'd still be looking for this. Maybe I wouldn't have gone in there. But I took this trade. Why did I take this trade? Let's get rid of that. Even if you do this, doesn't really fucking matter, right? And personally, I'm probably optimistically hoping for this lower order block. Unless, let's get rid of that. No, that'd be it. I would do that. I'd probably maybe even, no, yeah, that'd be it. I'd do that order block. And there's your trade. Then you're waiting, right? Now you're doing nothing. Now you're just fucking waiting. And then you see that hourly ready to go, that 4 hour ready to go. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, nothing here, nothing to report on, nothing to report on. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We broke bullish. Broke bullish again. Let me get rid of this little guy. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Here's your zone guy. You're looking here now, right? Because you broke. So this is your leg. That's internal. I want it to be external. It's easier to see. Okay. So boom, boom, broke bullish. Oh, but the oscillator looks bad. Doesn't matter. We have bullish divergence. We come into our zone, you get long, and then you break, right? So the 2 hour, right? We break. I wouldn't even consider this. We'd go up. Now we're coming down. We're going up. See, that's why you got to do the top down, guys. So even if you're doing this, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We break here, we come down, we come up because there's no two candles with the higher wicks here. So it doesn't apply, right? It just doesn't apply. And then you get a move like this, and you're targeting the high, not the high, the next demand. Or supply, I should say. There it is. You're out. And you can narrow it down if you want. You can try to at least. Personally, I don't know if we have what I'd be looking for. No, we don't have what I'd be looking for there. So I couldn't narrow it down really any more than that. That's pretty fucking narrow. But I would probably do this. This candle closes here on the 24 to 30 minute. What's it look like? We have it's going to be an order block on some, so I would do this all day long. 8 to 1. 8 to 1. And the reason I wouldn't partial TP is because what did I see it on? 3 hour. What was the 4 hour too? Look at this divergence, right? Look at it. Look at this divergence. But then you go up to the 12, and we're coming into an order block here per se. Oscillator waves cooling off or ready to cool off. Like you don't want to optimistically hold it too long, right? Get out, reevaluate, and then all of a sudden you get over here and you're like, wait a second, now I got bearish divergence. Money flows in the red, right? This is what you guys got to do. Yeah, Cardano's a little tricky because of how the structure was, but the structure was kind of there on ETH and Sol, and the oscillator was saying the same. Like if you were just going off the oscillator, like this bearish divergence here, right? 2 hour, 12 hour was saying the same shit. That's curvature. Let's go to the hourly, right? Bearish divergence, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, and then eventually it resets and we go. And these are all trades too, right? This is a trade. I don't know where this is going to. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if this is even going to hit. It does hit. Okay. It's a 3 to 1 in and out. And here's another one. I wouldn't have taken this. Even by limit, I wouldn't have taken it. This one probably, if there's a change. Actually, I think I did take this. I think there was a change. Right, here it is. Boom. Boom. Why isn't it pulling? Because it's starting here. Let's pull back. Yeah, see, we change. I want to come back up into here because I know that's where the money is. Boom, and I'm short down to my fucking level. Not down there. That'd be crazy. And it taps. Does it come back up immediately? No, it doesn't come up immediately. But what does it do? It eventually comes down into this, right? And then it comes up. Then it comes down into this. And that's up. It's a fucking liquidity game, guys. Don't be silly. Don't be overly optimistic. Take your money. These levels, it reacts. Just the bottom, it does react. It does. It just does. Just believe me, it does. That was actually very difficult to find that. I'm probably going to get off, but I'm looking for short here. That's just it's the only thing I'm seeing. It's potentially short. And if that's the case, it's very divergence here. I'd be targeting this hourly order block, to be honest. Yeah, right, because this is what we're looking at. Break, retest. Hourly looking like what? We have bearish divergence. Shit, I may be even looking lower than that. But that 4 hour looks strong. Mm-mm. Yeah, if this plays, if I get it, I'll be targeting this hourly order block. I'll be in and out. And then I'll reevaluate. If we break it and get another retest, I'll look to short it again, but that'd be the play. Ideally, in a perfect world, obviously something like this would be freaking sweet. Depending on how it comes. If we get like a 1 minute change in here, I can even dumb that down. Then I'm done for the day because this is garbage. This is all garbage. Chop, buddy, chop, chop. Soul. Yeah, see, Soul's like... Did we take this? No, we didn't. It's tough, right? Because of this bullshit. Like this is it, right? This is the short zone. This is the short zone. Everything else you got to wait on because there's no fucking structure. This is a long zone down here. It's just fucking garbage. This wick fucked everything. But technically, we're bearish. So take it for what it's worth. I'm out of here. Anybody who stop by or anybody's gonna watch, I appreciate you, and we'll catch you guys in the Discord. Peace.